Have you ever noticed how we all react when life throws us a curveball? A missed deadline, a broken promise, or a choice that didn't quite work out. Our first instinct is often to deflect, deny, or distract ourselves. There's this little voice inside whispering, "It's not really my fault, is it?" But if you dig deeper, peeling back the layers like an onion, you'll find more than just excuses. There's pain, avoidance, and survival strategies buried in the unconscious. Carl Jung, the brilliant mind who dove headfirst into the human psyche, believed most of us are strangers to ourselves. We think we're in control, but we're often just reacting to scripts we didn't write. Here's the first truth. People who dodge accountability are often chasing quick fixes. They're not lazy, they're exhausted. Deep down, there's a fear that owning their mistakes will shatter them. So they avoid blame like it's a hot stove, reaching for Band-Aids instead of real healing, crash diets, toxic positivity, anything to silence the symptoms. Jung said it best. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. But here's the catch. Those silent symptoms, they grow louder, showing up as burnout or breakdowns. Real transformation starts when you stop blaming the world and admit, maybe I'm the common denominator. It's not about shame, it's about awareness that sets you free. So, next time life feels unfair, ask yourself, am I seeking truth or just relief? That question can shift everything, and it leads us to something even deeper about who we think we are. Picture this. You're in a meeting or chatting with a friend, and you say something that gets a weird look, like you just sprouted a second head. You think, wait, that's not what I meant. That's not me. Or is it? Jung gave us a way to understand this confusion with his concept of the persona, the mask we wear to fit in. But it's not just one mask. There are 3 versions of you. The person you think you are, shaped by your memories and insecurities. The person others see, filtered through their own baggage. And the real you, the one who exists when no one's watching. These versions rarely align. The danger isn't wearing masks. We need them to navigate life. The problem is mistaking the mask for your face. When you do, you end up living a half-life, chasing goals or relationships that don't belong to you. Ever feel guilty for being too much or not enough? That's the mask clashing with your true self. Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." So, when you're alone, really alone, who are you? Reflecting on that brings us to a truth often misunderstood in our world of hashtags and self-care trends. Self-love gets a bad rap, dressed up in bubble baths and filtered quotes. But let's strip away the fluff. Self-love isn't selfish, it's survival. Jung saw it as the foundation of individuation, the journey to becoming whole by embracing every part of you, light and shadow. It's not about spa days or vision boards. It's setting boundaries when you've been taught to please, resting without guilt, or choosing not to explain yourself to someone who'll never get it. Without self-love, we sabotage the good, tolerate the toxic, and shrink to fit spaces we don't belong in. Society tells us loving ourselves is ego, but Jung argued it's the opposite. Self-hatred comes from a wounded ego, always seeking validation. Loving yourself isn't abandoning others. It's refusing to abandon yourself. Ask this: who taught you that caring for yourself is shameful? The answer might reveal why you struggle to feel worthy. And that struggle shows up in unexpected places like the conversations we have every day. Ever walk away from a chat feeling drained, even if it seemed polite. There's a heaviness, an ache of disconnection. Jung would say most conversations aren't just words, they're two nervous systems shaped by past wounds trying to feel safe. You say, "Are you okay?" They hear, "You're too much." You sense their silence as coldness, but it's their fear speaking. We're not just talking, we're projecting our pasts, old criticisms, unmet needs, or betrayals. Jung put it simply. We see people not as they are, but as we are. These moments can feel like battles because we're reacting to pain, not the person in front of us. But when you notice this, something shifts. You stop assuming malice and start asking, what's really happening beneath the words? Is this my fear or theirs? That's where real connection begins, turning conversations into bridges instead of walls. And this awareness prepares us for the final truth, one that hits at the heart of why we resist growth. We all say we want change, new goals, a freer self, a life that feels aligned. But when it's time to act, it can feel like standing on the edge of a cliff. Jung understood this isn't just fear of change, it's fear of identity death. Letting go of who you've been, the fixer, the overachiever, the people pleaser, feels like losing yourself. Questions creep in. Who am I without this role? Who will love me if I'm different? We cling to these identities because they're familiar, even if they're painful. Transformation, Jung warned, isn't always pretty. It's a disintegration, a grieving process as you release the old to make space for the new. But here's the beauty. What feels like death to your ego is rebirth to your soul. If you're feeling lost or cracked open, something new is being born, a self rooted in truth, not fear. So pause and ask, what part of me is afraid to let go? Who could I be without it? If this resonates, hit that like button to say, I'm choosing growth. And if you're on this path of unraveling what's real, subscribe to join us at Fractal Wisdom. Let's keep exploring what it means to become who we truly are.